Welcome to the PenzanceChess Blueprint. Today, we are diagnosing a habit that costs players thousands of games. If you are like most beginners, you treat the castling move like a mandatory compliance form. It is step 3 of your opening. You clear out your pieces, you grab your king, and you blindly check the box. But by operating on pure autopilot, you frequently send your king directly into an immediate and unavoidable checkmate. If your rating is under 1200, this automatic reflex is one of your biggest liabilities. You are taking your most valuable asset and marching it straight into the line of fire. So before you mindlessly touch that king again, we are going to audit your castling assumption. Let's establish the baseline for why we castle in the first place. Think of the open center of a chessboard as a chaotic, highly contested corporate boardroom. Your king is the CEO. You do not want the CEO sitting in the middle of a brawl. The primary objective of castling is pure asset protection. We need to get the boss out of the room. Watch the exact mechanics. We slide the CEO out of the crossfire, tucking him into a secure edge bunker behind 3 pawns. This maneuver simultaneously pulls your rook from the corner. Moving this heavy security to the middle immediately projects force into the main operation. Under normal, open board conditions, this maneuver works perfectly. You hide the CEO, you deploy the heavy security, and your risk is managed. However, standard procedures fail completely the moment the board's ecosystem closes up. This schematic shows a locked center. Opposing pawns form an impassable wall, making the middle the safest place for your CEO. Danger shifts entirely to the flanks, where opponents prepare massive assaults. Castling now means abandoning a secure bunker and walking into a prepared ambush. Structural awareness dictates your strategy. If the center doors are dead-bolted shut, staying behind them is always safer than fleeing to the vulnerable corners. To prevent this, you need to run the danger zone protocol. This is a mandatory pre-flight audit conducted before authorizing the king's relocation. First point on the audit: never relocate your king into an open file, an empty column, where the opponent already has a rook stationed. This alignment guarantees disaster. The enemy rook has an unobstructed line of fire right at your king. Second, abort castling if your pawn shield is missing. If pushed forward, marked by red X's, your bunker is structurally deficient. If the destination fails the audit, delay the relocation. Leave the king exactly where it is. Spend your turns developing your other assets and keep your options open in the center. Exercise patience. Wait for the tension on the board to clarify. See where the opponent commits their forces, and only move the king once you know the landing zone is actually secure. Castling is a strategic choice, not a chore. Audit the destination before you move the king. Trust the blueprint and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss tomorrow's daily PenzanceChess audit.